Howdy, boss. The Great Resignation is here. Are you wondering what is the Great Resignation? Are you thinking of joining the Great Resignation, quitting your job, and starting your own business? Or making your side hustle your full-time thing? And you're wondering what you should do next? Today, I'll explain what is the Great Resignation and the top 5 steps you need to start your business now. I'm Randall Conan, and I share a passion for starting your own business and becoming your own boss. We are now in this time deemed the Great Resignation. The phrase was coined by Anthony Klotz, a professor at Texas A&M University. Gig 'em. April 2020 was a month of layoffs, shutdowns, and pink slips, as COVID caused the loss of over 20 million jobs. Not many people quit their jobs in 2020 due to the uncertainty in the early phase of the pandemic. Now this fall of 2021 may become the revenge of the employees. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the rate of employees quitting jobs has increased drastically. 4 million people quit their jobs in July, and 4.2 million people quit their jobs in August. This is about 2.5 times the normal rate. More than 25 million people quit their jobs between January and July of 2021. This is more than 15% of the employed workers in the U.S. There were 10.1 million jobs unfilled in June, which outnumbered the 8.7 million job seekers available according to the Department of Labor. July was the 5th straight month of record highs for job openings. This is a massive attrition of workers in the U.S., and it has caused a record number of job openings available and rising wages. It is very expensive for employers to keep up with the amount of workers leaving their jobs. In a poll in July 2021, 55% of workers plan to look for a new job within the next 12 months. 48% of workers are actively searching for new opportunities. The effects on small and medium-sized businesses are severe. What is causing the mass exodus of workers during the Great Resignation? Professor Klotz said that the employee departures had 4 main causes from the pandemic. Many workers had a desire to resign during the early pandemic period, but didn't. Massive burnout of workers, especially in healthcare, retail, and food services. Workers had more time to explore their purpose and identity, which led them to want to start their own business or pursue new careers. Other workers have the desire to continue their jobs remotely and do not want to report back to an office in person. According to a study by Upwork, there are numerous causes for those leaving their jobs. Offices are reopening after closing due to the pandemic. 34% of workers are not happy about going back to the office. 59% of workers would consider a pay cut or take a pay cut to continue to work remotely. About 9 million employees will look for another job if forced to return to the office. 10 million people are considering freelancing careers. There are many reasons for the massive departure of workers that have quit their jobs, won't return to the office, or are making a career change. People want their jobs to have more meaning. Their wages aren't keeping up with the surge in inflation and prices. Many workers worry about the lack of opportunities for career growth. Employees want more flexibility and working hours. Many are carrying increased responsibilities and work in grueling work conditions. People want to work remote from home when possible. Daycare costs for children have increased, which can make work unaffordable for many. Parents have an increased need to juggle care responsibilities for their kids and the elderly. 1.8 million people aren't working while caring for families sick with COVID. Employees want their company to care about their well-being. Many employees quit their jobs to change careers. Some older adults have taken early retirement due to the risk of illness and death. Families have increased savings and cash balances from government programs. Workers have pandemic fatigue, and they are stressed out and burned out in the wake of so much death, illness, and hardship from the pandemic. Many are fed up and fried and don't want to take it anymore. The grind and fatigue of an increased workload and hours required due to unfilled positions, increased customer demand with less workers to fill that demand. Plus, there's a great desire by employees for decreased work hours. Many experience fear of the next variant of COVID causing a widespread outbreak. Are any of these factors causing you to want to quit your job, change careers, or start your own business? There are now more job options for employees to choose from due to increased firings, employees quitting their jobs, and employees not willing to go back to work. There's a feeling of workers that large corporations are mistreating employees, such as employees are feeling underpaid, overworked, and undervalued. Workers feel that companies have a lack of care and understanding about family needs and crisis. They feel past pay increases are not keeping up with the cost of living and inflation. Employees feel that they're expected to put their jobs over family and everything else. There's a feeling of discrimination for political and religious beliefs, and many believe there's a reduction in protection for human rights and God-given freedoms. The shock, loss, and stress of the last 2 years is causing many people to completely re-examine their lives. Are you dealing with any of these hardships and difficult situations at your current job or in your business? Pandemic burnout is surging and may include the following symptoms or many others. A feeling of overwhelm and exhaustion from chronic job stresses, cynicism and much negativity in the workforce, feelings of depression, snapping at loved ones, lack of motivation, and with no sense of purpose. According to a McKinsey & Company report, 35% of men and 42% of women in the U.S. feel burned out often or are almost always this year. The pandemic has created a great opportunity for good organizations that truly care for their employees to separate themselves from the competition. People are leaving their jobs in search of improved compensation and benefits, more flexibility, more physical and financial safety, and more happiness. Employees are leaving their jobs and rethinking how are they valued and compensated? How do they spend their time? What work means to them? Are they happy? They desire more flexibility. They need more physical and financial safety from work. The opportunity for job seekers due to the 10.4 million open jobs allows them to negotiate for higher pay, ask for more flexible hours, and better accommodations. Before we quit our jobs or start a business, we should remember there's no guarantee that the next job or starting our business will be better. Our relationship to work may not change with our new business or new career, and we may be able to use the leverage we have to turn our old job into the job we want. Employees want to work for companies with the following characteristics: leaders that actually care. Workers desire to have increased flexibility in lifestyle, location, and work hours. Everyone aspires for the opportunity to do their best life's work. Employees want to work for a business that has a noble mission. Workers want leaders that trust them. Employees don't want to be micromanaged. Everyone wants to be evaluated on the results, not office politics. If your choice is to start a new business, build it with these principles as part of your foundation. Just remember YOLO, you only live once. Now's a chance to start your own business. Winston Churchill said, "He who fails to plan is planning to fail." If you're making the choice to quit your job and start your business, create a plan now before you leave. Don't do this on hope alone, do this with preparation. Set realistic goals and expectations. Reverse engineer the income you need and want. Leave with honor from your previous employer. When possible, start your new business while still employed. You'll be less stressed and desperate about finances. It gives you more time to build demand for your services. If you're working from home in your current job, the time saved from no commuting could be the time you need to get your new gig started. How do you know when to quit your job? It's best to have 3 of the following, but at least 2 out of the 3. Number 1, you've saved the recommended 6 to 12 months of living expenses. Number 2, your new business revenue covers your living expenses. Number 3, you have a repeatable process to win new customers. A bonus point is when you reach the point you can't take on more new business while handling your current job responsibilities. Zig Ziglar said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." Now, if you're ready to start your own business, I need you to punch fear in the face and punch the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to receive more videos like this one to help you start and grow your business. The following are the 5 best steps I recommend to start your business. Step number 1 is to choose your business. Have you identified what business you want to start? What do you enjoy doing? What is your passion? Next, what type of business will it be? Will it be a location in your local area? Or will your business be online? Are you going to start a service, product, or manufacturing business? Finally, what is your product or service? What problem will you solve? You need to solve the problem with a better solution than the current choices on the market. Step number 2 is to analyze your market. Research your idea to find out who will you sell to. You'll need to truly understand and know your customer. How large is the market for your solution? Is there competition in your area or market? You'll want to research to know your competitors. How will you compete with them? How will you stand out from the current solutions? What will make your solution be different than the competition? What is your strategy to get your customers to buy your solution? How will you price your solution? Will your prices be at the bottom, middle, or top of the market rates? Step number 3 is to understand and calculate your numbers, including how do you plan to make money? What are your startup costs? What will be the cost of your monthly lease for your location? Have you estimated your utility costs for this location? What are your legal, accounting, and insurance costs? What is your initial cost of inventory? What will be your ongoing expenses? What is your cost of goods sold? What are your estimated monthly expenses? And will you have payroll for employees and employee expenses? Have you estimated your profit margins and monthly break-even amounts? Step number 4 is to develop your marketing plan. How will you market your product? You'll need to design a website or hire a website designer. You'll need to perform or hire somebody to do SEO, which is search engine optimization for your organic traffic for your website. Will you pay for Facebook ads, Google ads, or YouTube ads? You may need to set up Google My Business for your location. Will you have paid influencers increase your brand awareness? Customers don't buy the best products or services, they buy those that are communicated the clearest. Or as Donald Miller says, if you confuse, you lose. Clarify your message so customers will buy. Invite your customers into a story with your product or service that makes their lives better. If you don't have any experience in sales, it is one of the most important skills you'll need for your new business. Step number 5 is to develop your plan for startup and operations. Zig Ziglar said, "You are born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win." When you launch your business, you need to create a checklist of every action needed for your business startup phase. Then create a list of your daily, weekly, and monthly action items needed to operate your business. These are only the brief beginning steps to start your new business. I recommend viewing my other videos on how to start and grow your new business, the YouTube videos of many others, plus reading many of the books on the market to help you prepare to start your new business. Many analysts believe that many of the changes brought about by the Great Resignation and the pandemic ultimately will improve the lives of workers, the companies they work for, and new businesses started with the knowledge gained from this period. If you're interested in starting and growing your own business, please click the card and go to my next video to help you start and grow your new business. You should consult with professionals for any important financial or business decisions. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. God bless you and your journey. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.